Have you ever noticed that almost every sport loves nice, round numbers? A football field is 100 yards. A baseball game is 9 innings. A basketball hoop is 10 feet high. But then there's the marathon. 26.2 miles. Not 25, not 30, not even 26. 26.2. It's such a weird number that there has to be a story behind it. And there is. Somehow, the answer involves an ancient Greek legend, the Olympics, and British royalty wanting a better view. And once you hear it, you'll never look at a marathon the same way again. Let's start with ancient Greece. The legend goes like this. A messenger named Pheidippides runs from the town of Marathon all the way to Athens to announce that the Greeks have defeated the Persians. He bursts into the city, delivers the message, and immediately collapses. It's one of history's most famous stories, and it's the reason we even have a race called a marathon. So naturally, you'd expect a marathon to be the exact distance between Marathon and Athens. Except it isn't. Not even close. When the modern Olympics returned in 1896, organizers wanted to honor that legendary run. So they created a brand new event called the marathon. But here's the strange part. Nobody actually knew how long a marathon was supposed to be. There wasn't an official distance. There wasn't an ancient rule book. There wasn't even a universal route. The first Olympic marathon was roughly 25 miles long. The next major marathon was different. And the one after that, different again. For years, marathons were basically making it up as they went. Which raises an obvious question. If marathons weren't 26.2 miles, where did that number come from? The answer takes us to London. The year is 1908. The Olympic Games are coming to Britain, and organizers are planning the marathon route. At first, it's just another race. But then the royal family gets involved. The start is moved to the east lawn of Windsor Castle so the royal children can watch the runners leave. The finish is placed directly in front of the royal box inside White City Stadium so the family gets the perfect ending too. Sounds simple enough, except moving the start and finish changes the length of the race. When officials measure the final route, it comes out to exactly 26 miles and 385 yards, or 26.2 miles. One small adjustment for a better royal view accidentally creates the most famous distance in running. Here's the crazy part. Nobody planned for this to become the standard. It was just one Olympic course. But runners liked it. Organizers reused it. More races copied it. And eventually, the rest of the world followed. A distance created for one day in London became the distance every marathon would use forever. So every time someone trains for a marathon, they're really training for a route shaped by British royalty over 100 years ago. Think about that for a second. Millions of people spend months preparing. They buy expensive shoes, wake up before sunrise, run through rain, run through snow, push themselves to absolute exhaustion. And the finish line they're chasing exists because someone wanted a slightly better seat. That's also why the marathon distance feels so random. It wasn't designed by scientists. It wasn't calculated to be the perfect endurance test. It wasn't chosen because humans perform best at 26.2 miles. It's oddly specific because history is oddly specific. One castle, one stadium, one Olympic race, one royal viewing preference, and a measurement that never changed. So the next time you see thousands of runners crossing a marathon finish line, remember that every single one of them is running a distance inspired by an ancient legend, but defined by a royal family that wanted the best view in the house.